Good morning. I'm Michael Kovnat, and this is the Next Big Idea Daily, your shortcut to the smartest new nonfiction, one big idea at a time. Now, make sure you're following the show on your favorite platform, and if you like it, please leave us a rating and review. Now, we all know food is supposed to nourish us, right? But what if our food system is actually making us sick? According to Stuart Gillespie, a veteran of global nutrition and development, that's exactly what's happening. He argues that big food has become a machine designed less to feed people than to maximize profit, leaving behind a trail of obesity, malnutrition, and environmental damage. But Stuart says there's a way out. His new book is called Food Fight: From Plunder and Profit to People and Planet. Stuart joins us to share some of his big ideas right after this quick break.
Raise the rudders! Raise the sails! Raise the sails!
Captain, an unidentified ship is approaching. Over.
Roger. Wait, is that an Enterprise sales solution?
Reach sales professionals, not professional sailors. With LinkedIn ads, you can target the right people by industry, job title, and more. Start converting your B2B audience today. Spend $250 on your first campaign and get a free $250 credit for the next one. Get started today at linkedin.com/campaign. Terms and conditions apply.
The family that vacations together stays together. At least, that was the plan. Except now, the Dastardly desk clerk is saying he can't confirm your connecting rooms.
Wait, what?
That's right, ma'am. You have rooms 201 and 709.
No, we cannot be 5 floors away from our kids.
The doors have double locks. They'll be fine.
When you want connecting rooms confirmed before you arrive, it matters where you stay.
Welcome to Hilton. I see your connecting rooms are already confirmed.
Hilton, for this day.
Hi, I'm Stuart Gillespie, author of Food Fight: From Plunder and Profit to People and Planet. For the last 4 decades, I've worked across the world with various organizations to advise on policy and help build programs to ensure food justice and nutrition and health for all. Food Fight is a book I've been meaning to write for years. I do believe we now have enough knowledge and experience of what works and how to drive change. We just need to do it. I want to take you on a journey in this book to explore what we can learn from the past, from the food system's origins in colonial plunder right up to the present grip held by a handful of powerful transnationals who are playing for profit at any cost. Here are 5 key insights from the book. Insight number 1. Our global food system destroys more than it creates. Food is life, but our food system is killing us and consuming the planet. As we head into the second quarter of the 21st century, it's a system that's destroying more than it produces, a lot more. The damage has been costed out at around $15 trillion per year, which is 12% of global GDP. Malnutrition in all its forms, undernutrition, micronutrient deficiencies, obesity, is by far the biggest cause of ill health in the world, affecting 1 in 3 people on the planet. A quarter of all adult deaths, over 12 million every year, are due to malnutrition and unhealthy diet. Every country is affected. Obesity prevalence has tripled in the last 30 years. Such a change in just over a generation is unprecedented in history. These harms are not shared equally. The poorest, most marginalized people are most likely to become malnourished, most likely to get sick and die too soon. But it's not just us. Our food system is also making the planet sick, generating 1/3 of all greenhouse gas emissions and driving a raft of environmental harms, including deforestation, biodiversity loss, plastic and water pollution, and a heightened pandemic risk. Insight number 2. Our global food system is a giant anachronism. The system we have now was built 80 years ago, after the Second World War, to mass produce cheap calories to prevent famine, and through a strategic and deliberate use of food aid to buffer the West from the spread of communism. During the last 50 years of neoliberalism, food has morphed from a basic need or human right into a commodity. The system has become heavily financialized and captured by a handful of rapacious transnational corporations. At every stage from production to consumption, just 4 to 5 companies control at least 2/3 of market share. At the retail end, it's Nestle, PepsiCo, Coca-Cola, Unilever, and General Mills. The primary purpose of this system is not to nourish us, it's to maximize profit. And ultra-processed foods, or UPFs, are simultaneously the most profitable and the least healthy for us and the planet. UPFs are industrial formulations. They're not real foods. Many are addictive. We are programmed to eat high-fat, sugar, salty foods to store energy for periods of scarcity, and we have an instinct to eat these types of foods whenever we can, wherever we find them. A basic biology evolved over hundreds of thousands of years, which, in an evolutionary nanosecond, has been hijacked and subverted by corporations to get us addicted to products that make them rich and us sick. Big Food uses its market and financial power to drive down prices it pays to producers, further impoverishing frontline workers, while also controlling prices it charges to consumers. It uses its global reach to shift tax liabilities to low tax havens. The large-scale damage done to people and planet is a feature of our food system, not a bug. Corporations don't pay the price for these harms. We do. We have become hostages to this system. Insight number 3. Corporations use their enormous power to infiltrate politics, interfere with policy, and to stop governments from getting in their way. Power is fungible. It takes many forms. It can be used in many ways. Big Food uses its huge commercial power to leverage political power by adapting a set of tactics, first used by the tobacco industry in the last century. I call these the deadly Ds. First, companies sow doubt on the harms caused by their products by buying scientists and infiltrating dietary guideline committees. Conflicts of interest are rife, and they're a big deal. Independent studies have shown how industry-funded science is significantly biased towards industry, which again means profit ahead of people. Second, companies distort the evidence base in numerous lobby meetings with politicians. This is where epistemic power is wielded, the power of the narrative, as evidence is cherry-picked and politicians are wooed in meetings, on golf courses, at cocktail receptions. Third, Big Food distracts public and governmental attention through corporate social responsibility campaigns and projects, funding a few good causes here and there. High-profile boutique projects and the media froth they generate are performative gestures designed to confer legitimacy on core business practices that run in a very different direction. Most corporate social responsibility is a tax-deductible public relations exercise aimed at laundering reputations and burnishing corporate halos. It's the small-scale good which seeks to distract attention from the large-scale bad. This is how large corporations seek to create and sustain a social license to operate. Fourth, corporations disguise themselves by hiding within front groups and trade associations. Groups with names that tend to include words like global, sustainable, development. They're effectively Trojan horses, designed to help the industry get closer to the policy table. Insight number 4. Governments have the power to rein in harmful industry and protect public health, and they have a clear set of interventions that work. Everyone has a role in turning things around. We need to press all the buttons, pull all the levers. But first and foremost, we need governments to lead, to set the rules of the game, to govern. There are 4 big actions, or 4 ins. First, institutions. Governments have budgets to procure healthy foods and restrict ultra-processed foods for government institutions, including schools, hospitals, and clinics. School feeding is a potential win-win-win. It's a nutrition intervention and an educational one. Kids who are not hungry are so much better able to learn and to engage. But also, If linked to local farmers who practice organic low-carbon farming, it can help protect the planet and support local livelihoods. Second incentives. Governments have the power to tax harmful products and practices, including taxes on soda and junk foods. Taxes work, but it's crucial for the government to earmark a tax dividend to subsidize healthy diets for low-income families, for example, using vouchers, food stamps, or cash transfers. Third, information. Governments can use informational interventions, physical and digital, including labels and ingredient lists on products, while also reining in predatory marketing of unhealthy foods, especially to children. Fourth, interests. Governments need to banish conflicts of interest from advisory and regulatory bodies and their dietary guideline committees, and they need to clean up lobbying by enforcing detailed and transparent disclosure. Insight number 5. As citizens, we can do a lot. We need to use our agency to pressure governments to act. To the food industry, we're consumers, but first and foremost, we are citizens. We have power and agency that sometimes we forget we have. Citizens and civil society organizations have the power to expose and oppose harmful products and practices, to educate the public, advocate for stronger governmental action, to monitor what's happening, and to hold industry and government to account. They have the power to mobilize people and build social movements to disrupt business as usual. As a society, I think we need a big conversation about values. We need to ask, are we really okay with a system inexorably driven to maximize profit at all costs, to enrich a few as billions struggle? The good news is that the popular and political will for change is finally beginning to grow. People are fed up, and politicians are starting to wake up. We need to harness this new energy to propel us forward into a new era in which power is better balanced, in which plunder and profit gives way to people and planet. To drive this transformation, there's a role for everyone: governments, municipalities, civil society, international agencies, citizens, researchers, media, company CEOs, and shareholders. Creating a better food future is an ethical imperative and our shared responsibility. Ultimately, it's about ensuring the freedom to choose a healthy diet for ourselves and for generations to come, a future that's within our reach.
Thank you, Stuart. Okay, everyone, you can get a copy of Food Fight using the link in the episode notes. That's our show for the day. If you got something out of it, please leave us a rating or review in your podcast player so others can find it. And go to nextbigideaclub.com to find out about our hardback subscription club, where we send you or a loved one the best new nonfiction books as chosen by our curators Malcolm Gladwell, Adam Grant, Susan Cain, and Daniel Pink. Check that out at nextbigideaclub.com and use the code DAILY for a 20% discount. I'm Michael Kovnat. See you tomorrow.
Listen. That's the sound of the fully electric Audi Q6 e-tron. The sound of captivating electric performance, dynamic drive, and the quiet confidence of ultra-smooth handling. The elevated interior reminds you this is more than an EV. This is electric performance redefined. The fully electric Audi Q6 e-tron.
Your sausage McMuffin with egg didn't change. Your receipt did. The sausage McMuffin with egg extra value meal includes a hash brown and a small coffee for just $5. Only at McDonald's for a limited time.
Prices and participation may vary.